Hi there. Thank you so much for being with us in this course. In this lesson, and the next one, we will get to know the three basic concepts in word problem solving. To realize the first two concepts, let's look at this simple situation. There are 43 walnut trees in the park. In this situation, there's a park containing walnut trees. As we can see, the number of walnut trees is an attribute of the park. This is an example of two basic concepts in word problem solving. The park is an object, and the number of walnut trees is an attribute of this park object. Object is an entity in the situation that can be described by one or more attributes. As we can see, the park object is described by the number of walnut trees attribute. The second concept, attribute, is a property that describes or characterizes the object in a quantitative manner. So the number of trees attribute describes the park object. Let's look at another example. Alyssa grew 18 pumpkins. Here, the object is Alyssa. In this situation, Alyssa is growing pumpkins, so the number of pumpkins is an attribute of Alyssa. Now, try it yourself. Can you determine what are the objects and attributes in the following situations? Use the following table as a reference. You can also download it from the resources area of this lecture. You may pause the video and take your time to do this exercise. Don't hurry and think carefully on every answer. Post your solution in the Q&A section so we can give you feedback. Until now, we have seen objects that appear explicitly in the problem. These objects are named concrete objects. However, there is another type of objects, abstract objects. These objects do not explicitly appear in the problem, as we will see in the following example. In this situation, there are 3 children collecting seashells. Simon has a number of seashells attribute, so Simon can be considered an object. Sarah and Mike also have a number of seashells attribute, so they can be considered objects too. Remember, object is an entity with one or more attributes. So, we found 3 objects in this situation. Is that all? Definitely not. The group of children can have a number of seashells attribute as well, so this group can be considered an object too. This kind of object is named abstract object, as it is not specifically mentioned, but it definitely exists, and can be used to specify the situation. So, we're talking about 2 kinds of objects, the concrete object versus the abstract object. This summarizes the basic concepts of objects and attributes. These concepts have been widely used for many years in engineering and development of complex products, since they give a great advantage in analysis and understanding of complex situations. The key points are: 1. Objects and attributes are used to analyze and understand complex situations. 2. An object is an entity in the situation that can be characterized by one or more attributes. 3. An attribute is a property that can be used to describe objects quantitatively. And 4. An abstract object is not specifically mentioned, but can be used as any object to help realize the situation. We'll be back in the next lesson, and our subject will be the third concept in the process of word problem solving: data items.